legends, stories, myths. How many of these influence your dreams? Welcome to Shut-Eye Theater. I had an interesting dream where great legends came out. This is how it all went down. You see, there's myths and legends that follow us around that have always been told. Of leprechauns, werewolves, dragons, and the man on the moon. But you see, these legends and myths aren't just told, and don't just come from nowhere. They are around to remind us how fragile this world are. Now, in this dream that I had, these legends came about. Now, not one or two of these legends are really seen at the same time, but every now and then they are. But if all of them are out, then we have a problem. There are 7 in total. Not just 5, not just 6, but 7 in total we need to be worried about. Now, the first one's easy. Well known, and you never want to steal their treasure. Leprechauns, you see. Whenever they show up, they're here to remind us and humble us by taking the wealth from the rich and bringing a quality of gold by taking it all from themselves. You see, they equally make everyone poor. They have no care of respecter of person. They just take from all and leave none. Whenever they're around, you can guarantee stocks will crash, companies will fall, and billionaires will soon be forgotten. Now, they're not the ones to be worried about when they come out on their own. They just create havoc, then go on their merry way. But if they come out with one of the others, you see, then we need to start worrying. What are all 7, you might ask? Well, we know 1 now. Let me go through the rest, and you'll know why we need to worry. Golems are another. Golems, those rock giants, they're around. When they come out to defend their homes, the ground. You see, they come in all shapes and sizes: marble, rock, coal, whatever type of earth is around. And when they come out, they come to defend what is theirs. Defend the great mines that we have dug into their home. We need to be worried about them when they do come, because they will come with vengeance to defend what is rightfully theirs. Dragons will reclaim the skies, taking down planes when they do come. Now, you see, dragons don't hoard gold like they've been told in legends. They just like to protect where the golden ray of sun is shown, which is their territory and land, or sky in this case. Now, the water horses were content staying in the Bermuda Triangle, only taking down ships that come into their territory. But in these last days, they've been wreaking havoc, creating more hurricanes, more tidal waves, and more damage in sea. Now, that's quite a few that have come out so far in my dream. What is that? Leprechauns, dragons, golems, seahorse. That's not all of them. I did briefly mention the man on the moon, didn't I? You ever wonder why we haven't been back to the moon? That's why. We didn't want to tick off the man that lived there, who coordinates the other myths and legends' actions. And he has been fed up with us, I guess, at this time, so he's starting to pull all the strings to get everyone involved, and coming out from the dark side of the moon where he is hidden for all this time. Still, that is only 5. The last we need to worry about, well, almost the last, is werewolves. They are the hunters. They are the ones that seek out those that try and run. And when they do come out, they can hide during the day among us very easily, but then come and find us when we don't expect them, when we try and hide. For there's no tricking a werewolf's nose, or ears, or eyes. They will always find those they seek. So there's no hiding from these myths and legends. Now, that's only 6. 6 will not bring the end of the world. It is the 7th. If the seventh comes out with the sixth, then the end is near and done. The seventh is not known. He does appear in myths and legends, or at least one of them appears in myths and legends. It's commonly referred to as death, or the guardian or gate, passageway. He is a form of a skeleton. At least they are forms of skeleton, I should say, because they're not just one, there's many. Thing is, though, they're skeletons without eye sockets. No eye sockets at all. They don't see that way, you see? These bony white skeletons will march on all our cities. The reason why there's not many myths and or legends of them is for they only come and seek one, and no one sees them unless that person is meant to die. When they come out in mass, whoever sees them will not be able to hide. Yes, they don't have eye sockets, so therefore it seems like they might not be able to see. But grasped in their hands is a bony white sword, with on the end of it is the missing eye socks embedded in this sword. Now they're not just holes on the sword, you see. There's just pitch black where the eye socket's holes will be. An abyss on a sword of black. A black spot, you see, on a white sword. That way, they see you at the last moment of your death. Both your face, fear, and your soul on the inside. When they come out with the rest, then we must worry, and then we must try and hide. Though there is no running, there is no hiding. It is the end when they come. I am a runner. I am a survivor. I have seen these eyeless monsters along with the other myths, and I'm here to warn all that I woke up from this dream before I saw the end of it. It was a very intense dream, seeing these myths and legends go about destroying the end of the world. And that seventh one, I really wonder where my psychic came up with that one. I have a couple ideas of where it might have come on. But you never know. I must have had a weird, burrito or something that may have caused that one. But it was a pretty interesting dream seeing the dragons, leprechauns, werewolves go about kind of destroying the end of the world. And then seeing the marching skeletons. Now, how I avoided them, how I just survived, where I could then send out a message in the dream, was that I pretended to be dead. And it worked somehow. That's why I survived so long in the dream, to be able to see all the myths and legends and then be able to send out a warning cry. But it didn't help in the dream for as much as I was able to see of it before I woke up. It was intriguing. And since I do have semi-lucid dreams like this that would usually probably be classified as a nightmare don't tend to scare me as much. I just am more curious where my brain came up with it. Maybe you can help me with that. Maybe you can figure out what I ate for dinner or lunch that caused me to have a weird dream of myths and legends destroying the end of the world, and one that is different. Have you ever had crazy dreams involving legends and myths? Let me know in the comments. But until next time, sweet dreams.